Now, many all across the world are feeling a shift in the U.S. foreign policy, especially the Trump administration's relationship with Russia.
69 News reporter Bo Colt now is joining us in the studio now with more on how global ties are being impacted. Bo.
Well, Wendy, since World War II, to keep the world safe, United States and Europe have had a transatlantic alliance. But that's changing as Russia says it's now aligning with the U.S.'s view of the world.
We're experiencing whiplash from the Trump administration to the Biden administration.
Muhlenberg College European and Middle Eastern political expert Professor Brian Mello says the whiplash comes after the Biden administration's full-fledged support of Ukraine to the Trump administration pausing $1 billion in Ukrainian aid and recently siding with Russia, North Korea, and Iran against a UN resolution vote blaming Russia for the war in Ukraine. And on Sunday, the Kremlin said foreign policy of the U.S. largely coincides with its own vision, a surprise statement for many across the globe.
I think it is political by Putin.
Former Congresswoman Susan Wild, who served on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, says U.S.-European relations are being uniquely tested and playing into Vladimir Putin's hands.
He wants to put that in people's minds across the world, because he wants the U.S. to be allied with Russia. And unfortunately, this is the first time we've ever had a president who didn't push back on that.
However, Senate Majority Leader Republican John Thune doesn't see it that way.
And I think what President Trump has tried to achieve, at least with respect to Ukraine, is to get the European nations more engaged in terms of providing the security there.
And we asked current Lehigh Valley Congressman Republican Ryan McKenzie his stance on pausing Ukrainian aid and reaction to the Kremlin statements. He didn't address those questions, but did say in part, the goal of the United States must be to bring a peaceful end to this conflict by working to secure a ceasefire. And Republican Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick posted he's 100% confident restoring U.S. relations with Ukraine. However it goes, both Mello and Wild agree the U.S. shifting away from an 80-year foreign policy stance makes the U.S. seem unreliable.
If we look at the Biden administration, how quickly that transatlantic alliance was repaired and a rapid response to Russia, I wouldn't say that anything that happens now is going to be a perpetual or permanent change in international politics.
And Wild adds the traditional soft power of aiding ailing nations by the United States has been key to fighting terrorism. Without doing so, China could and is making gains across the world. Wendy?
All right, thank you, Bo. You can